3, 2, 1.
Yo, my people, it's your boy J Squared, and welcome to my new podcast, Social Media is Not Real Life. Guys, before we get into it, don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. We're not going to waste too much time. Got some special guests here today. Like, when I say special, I mean I got viral special guests here. So I'm just going to let them introduce themselves. I'm going to start off with...
Hi, I'm JadaPinkett. I'm from Jamaica and I'm from South London.
Are you even shy, Jada?
My anxiety's taking me over
That's
now.
cool, man. Don't worry. Alright, cool. We're going to go on to...
Hi, my name's Rianna. I am from Ghana. I'm 20 years old. I'm from East London. And yeah.
Cool.
Hi, my name's Ceechyna and I'm from Angola and I'm from West London.
What's your act though? What does everyone know you as?
AngolanCvndy.
Okay. Next.
Hi, my name's Ceechyna. I'm 19. Live near Cambridge.
Wait, what country are you from?
Nigeria.
Nigeria. Alright, cool. Straight into the video. What does everyone do for work? Like, what do you guys do? Are you in uni? Do you work?
I work a 9
What's
to
up?
5.
9 to
I'm
5?
not disclosing where I work.
You don't have to, it's cool.
I'm a student. I work part-time too on the side.
Mm-hmm.
And then obviously I do the social media thing too. Like just for fun. I have interest.
I'm a full-time mom and I do social media.
I feel like that's...
It was just a
yeah,
clap.
I feel like that deserves a clap. Like, being a mom is not easy, do you get what I'm trying to say? Being a full-time mom is not easy, so that one deserves a clap for me. Yourself?
I'm a rapper and I sell my titties for a living.
You do
Maybe
what?
for real.
You sell your titties for a living.
The name of the podcast is Social Media is Not Real Life. And why I named it Social Media is Not Real Life is because I feel like people get too drawn into socials. I don't know what you guys think about that, but I feel like people get too drawn into socials. They forget that there's a real world outside and it's just like, it just gets too messy. But I want to ask everyone individually first, what do you use social media for? What is social media like for you? Do you enjoy it? What do you do on it? Let's start with you, China.
I use social media to promote my music. I used to do bikini and lingerie modelling, but now I just do adult entertainment.
Yeah, your music. Do you want to talk a bit more about that? Because
What?
that's gone. Let's be honest. Everyone here has pretty much seen it. That went viral, and it was on the Shade Bar as well.
Yeah, I mean, what inspired it?
Yeah, like what made you start music? What do you think about it going viral on Shade Bar? Because obviously, a lot of people had things to say, like how'd that make you feel? Yeah, just speak on it.
I mean, before I started doing music, I used to take what everyone said as a personal attack. But when I started doing music, I thought, you know what, if I am going viral, there could be hundreds or thousands of people talking shit about me. But how can I utilise this to push my social media out further, grow my brand and stuff?
Yeah.
But what inspired my song, I lost my 9 to 5. And because I was just about to turn 18 and I was doing like bikini modelling, a lot of adult entertainment companies started reaching out to me.
Okay.
So I started doing like TV work. So you see those girls on the TV with the
Well,
phones
like-
and stuff.
Like
Yeah.
Babe Station and that.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And it was supposed to be really low key, like no one knew, but then somebody obviously went to go tell my dad, like my family and that. So I stopped, but then after a couple of months I thought, no, fuck this shit. No one's gonna tell me what I can and can't do. So I started want to make a song about it.
Sorry, can I just ask a question? Was there money in that or
Or was there like money in like the adult entertainment industry? Yeah, but there was loads of dips. Like sometimes you could like make a lot and then there's other days where you won't really make anything. So it was very much high.
but the
highs,
phone
lows.
call TV stuff that was
Yeah, there
money
was a lot of money in there. It's like £3 to £5 per minute.
per minute?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yes, fairs. So, like you said, someone told your dad, for example.
Yeah.
And one thing which I took down, there's a lyric on your song.
tell him about
Yeah, there's a lyric on your song where you said, "Stop telling my dad I'm a bad one. He already knows and he don't give a fuck." Do you get what I'm saying? And for me, I heard that, I was like, damn.
Yeah,
Like,
do you know,
is that
'cause
true? Does your
people-
dad actually not
You
care?
know what? People will say stuff online like, oh, fatherless child, or you're a slag. So I said, you know what, fuck it, I remember the narrative. It's like, what have you got to say now? Because you've completely run out of things to say.
Yeah.
But I think from the time I turned like 18, obviously they're not going to be happy. I don't think anybody wants to see their daughter on TV, but you know, you got to do to make bread, isn't it? So
I hear it, to be honest. I hear it.
Right.
Cool. Want to go on to you, Rihanna?
What was the question again? Sorry.
So, what do you use social media for? How do you like it?
I'm
Stuff
not
like
gonna
that.
lie, me personally, like I use it for fun. Like genuinely, I use it for fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's why when like people refer to me sometimes as like influencer or like
Yeah.
you know that under that kind of name, like I kind
Mm-hmm.
of like refrain from like you know saying like yeah I'm an influencer or whatever because like to me it's just for fun. I do it on the side. Like it's not my main like form of work at the
Yeah.
moment or anything like that.
It's just like a side thing, isn't it?
Literally, like.
But you've gone viral a few times,
Yeah, I
especially
have.
recently. You've gone viral a few times. You've gone viral, and I think everyone knows what the phrase is.
Come on
Come on,
now.
Chelsea.
Chelsea, come
like,
on now.
my boy there is a Chelsea fan. I send that to him every single time Chelsea lose, you know, like, no joke.
Yeah, no,
So,
I
yeah.
feel like obviously, like I just have a personality. Like that's how God made me. That's how I am. I'm a very confident individual. Like
Yeah.
you know, so I feel like it kind of goes hand in hand with social media.
Yeah.
It's enabled me to go viral more than once. You know, like
Yeah, fair. Because
Yeah.
I think the video I saw about you that went viral beforehand was the one of you and your friends dancing.
yeah. Like I feel like like with the personality on social media, I don't know. I've just found a way to kind of like use it to broadcast who I am. Like
Yeah.
I'm a no filter kind of girl.
Now, I
you
feel
get?
like
So-
people can tell, like, I see people on socials and you can see people with good vibes
Yeah.
who don't really care what anyone thinks. And if
Yeah.
I'm being real, that's the exact reason why I invited the four of you guys. Because I feel like when I think about girls on socials that don't care and they're just themselves authentically, it's you four, in my opinion. So, yeah. What about you, Jada?
I was mainly using social media for my cooking. I do
Yeah.
private caterings and stuff. But then like started going on TikTok, caught the hang of it. Say what I want.
Yeah.
If you agree, you agree.
And you just
Yeah.
recently went viral as well. Do you want to tell everyone what that's about?
I literally just brought up like something that was on my head. It's about like the whole glamorizing of like teenage pregnancies and I don't know, I just don't think like promoting getting young at a young age is definitely the thing to put out there like on social media nowadays, especially on TikTok. A lot of kids use the app. I understand like we're gonna post what we want, but one thing my mum always told me is be careful of what you post because people look up to you.
Yeah.
I understand you're not telling people to go out and get pregnant, but the glamorization of it,
The image it shows,
it's
isn't it?
not really given the most ideal
understand.
light. And another thing which I think they found very like controversial in what I said was the whole like having a baby without the father's permission. One thing I'm gonna say now, permission may have been the wrong word to use. However, if you understood my point, you understood my point. My point was never to tell anyone to get an abortion. So let's just make that very clear.
Yeah, I think everything is delivery on social media. But one thing I realized about the UK, it doesn't really matter how you deliver it.
You
They're
could be
gonna,
as nice as anything.
yeah, they're gonna hate on you or like you. That's why I stopped caring what people said about me on socials a long time ago. Like the Shade Borough thing, been on that, and it's just like people cuss me on it. Some people like me, some people send it back to me, some people laughing. And it's just like, bro, I don't even know you. Like, you're chatting my name. I don't know you at all. Like, at that point, you just come across like a fan. And in my opinion, the UK is just such bad vibes. Everyone knows this. Like,
The UK.
someone does something, you say you want them to apologize. They apologize. And all you see in the comments is, okay, next. Okay, this. It's just like,
No, or it's like you've gone big from what you've done.
Yeah.
And for some reason you can't utilize it because it's like, we're tired of this now.
Yeah.
Or, like you're dragging it or
Like-
you're doing too much. Like
I'm a pick me apparently.
and if you want to do social, just do it. Like, you don't need to hate on people doing it. Because I see people try and say like, oh, these lot think they're celebrities. These lot think they're bait. Let's be honest. Yes, we are bait. They are bait people. Do you get what I'm trying to say? It's not something that you need to hide. Like, and that don't mean because you're bait, we're saying we're better than other people. It's just what it is. You are bait for whatever reason you're bait for. Don't hate. If you want to be bait, you know what to do. Just jump on TikTok. Let me move on to you and not talk too much.
I first started using my social media for sickle cell
Yeah.
because I realized there wasn't actually any presence of sickle cell online.
Yeah.
And one day I was like, you know what? I'm not gonna lose nothing showing people what I actually go through day to day.
100%.
So then I posted a video. It done numbers. It done really well. But
Yeah,
I
it
feel
went
like
viral.
that was the point of it. Like
Yeah.
I wanted sickle cell to have, I don't know, like to have a name for itself on the internet. So I went down that route with sickle cell, and it was really good. Like I got in contact with a lot of people internationally as well. Like
Sick.
raising money for charities, like involved with different kind of charities as well. And then there was a time that I was with an older man in a car in a Bentley.
So who was that man? Who was that man?
He was my sugar dad.
He was your sugar. Look,
Yes.
that's mad.
As
And
you
do you know what
should.
it is,
As
yeah?
you should.
Yeah.
If I'm being honest, I thought those kind of things only
Yeah.
existed in like America or like the movies. How, like, when you say he was your sugar dad,
okay.
was he just taking you out? Was he giving you
just
money?
taking me out. He was giving me money, but there was no sugar involved. He was.
Okay.
I'm not trying to be like disrespectful to him.
Yeah.
Like he's a very nice guy, but he is lonely. So
They pay for like attention. And
yeah,
stuff
like having a black girl who's pretty and young, like it's
you
what he
can't
lives
knock it.
for.
Like if there's people out there that's trying to pay for your time, you can't knock it.
Exactly.
You get what I'm trying to say? Yeah, and I think you also did a collab with my friend Maggie on Sickle Cell as well.
Oh yeah. That was really good as well. Like I feel like Maggie, when she did that video with us, she also put us on the map, and that was really good. It was really heartfelt. I opened up a lot. Like I even cried.
Yeah.
Like
I saw that still.
yeah.
Cool. This goes on to my next question. Are any of you guys dating?
My
Anyone
man,
here
my
dating?
man, my man. Y'all know I be singing about my man.
What? You have a boyfriend?
Yes.
Okay, you're dating. So you're off the market then.
Absolutely.
And how's your relationship? Is that?
Fucking love it.
Love it. Cool.
I know that's a smell.
That's cool, man. We
Sorry,
rate it, man.
guys.
We rate it. What about the rest of you guys? You don't need to answer because I know that.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like that's one thing social media likes about me. That's what I like about myself. I keep
Yeah.
my business offline, so
Yeah, I understand.
It's a
no
bit
comment.
serious,
Anyways, I think that just means there's probably someone there, but you don't really want to
I
mention
don't
it.
know if there's someone there. I mean, there's someone there.
Alright, cool. Whoever that someone is, you know yourself, innit? What about you, China?
I'm not dating anyone. I don't actually think that anyone can part with me, if I'm to
Why
be very
not?
honest. My longest relationship is 2 weeks. I'm and that's just me being honest. It's the littlest things that piss me off. Like the minute you slip up and you do something I don't like, I'm gone. And it sounds bad, but to be fair, I'm only 19. I just don't really think that should be a priority right now.
What's your
Yeah.
star sign? Sorry if you don't mind.
Capricorn.
Happy belated
Do you guys feel like when it comes to dating, do you think it's harder for you to date because you're bait? That kind
Well, I
of
get dragged on the internet a lot, so I don't think anybody could part with that. I mean, if I get past in your mandom's group chat and they're talking about me, you're going to be able to handle that.
True. I feel like a lot of people, they like the idea of dating someone who's like bait or popular or like an influencer, especially guys that want to date girls.
No, I don't agree with that.
You don't think?
No,
Nah.
not at all. I feel like, and I'm being honest as well, like, if we're talking about boys and dating, like girls or whatever, I genuinely feel like there's a lot of guys who like find it intimidating for their girl to be louder
No,
than them.
100%.
Yeah, that's
Do
true.
you get it?
Yeah.
You're 100% right, but those guys only realize that after they start dating you. Guys from the outside, guys that aren't bait or know nothing about like the industry, they just think, you know what? Yeah, she's a bait girl. She's beautiful. Yeah, I want everyone to know that's my girl. But then when they see what it's like to date someone who's actually bait, they can't handle it because you lot get
I
10
disagree,
times the
I still
attention.
disagree.
No, they do want to
You're
date
gonna be
bait
getting a
girls,
lot
but
of
the thing is, when they
attention.
start dating you, then that's when they withdraw.
No, I agree with that.
Yeah.
But I'm saying, like, in general, I don't think it takes for a guy to have to go out with someone that's bait to have that, like, oh, I don't think I can do it. Like, I don't think, what I'm trying to say, I
Yeah.
don't think the basis of a guy saying, like, he doesn't want to date a bait girl is because they've gone out with them. Do you
Yeah.
get it? I feel like it genuinely, like, society's changed. It's like, now we want a quiet, low-key babe who's
Yeah.
just submissive and shuts up. Like, don't do nothing. Like, she's not on TikTok, not on Insta.
know what you mean.
Do you
I
get
know what
it?
you
So,
mean.
I don't feel like you got to date them.
You see
to know
where you
that.
basically said submissive, yeah? This just goes to like the dating standards. What's your types in terms of like the kind of guys you like and the dating standards in the UK? Because now we've got things being thrown around like sassy men, narcissistic men, insecure men, or guys not liking women that are on socials and things like that. And yeah, I just see a lot about it. And when I look at it, I just think, man, this is crazy. What is a sassy man? Just for all the men out there, because this actually was a big thing on TikTok like 2-3 weeks ago, where girls are calling all the guys sassy for whatever they do, whether they post on socials, whether they take pictures or whatever. It's just you're sassy. And as a guy who's manly, I know I'm I'm a manly man. Do you get
Just
what I'm
need to
trying to
make
say?
that clear.
And if someone says I'm sassy because I'm on socials, because I'm bait on socials, that will 100% piss me off.
Yeah, that's why
Because
you're
it's like,
sassy.
how dare you? Like, who?
No.
Why would you think that I'm sassy because I'm on socials?
I think
I
it's
just
all
need
the thing they
if
claim.
someone can give me one good explanation for that, I'll hear it.
Go on. You were
All the
saying.
thing that they claim, you know, that women do that are just so bitchy, like women are the ones who gossip, women are the ones who talk too much, women are the ones who just post on TikTok. It's literally everything they're doing now. Everything that they said, you women do, is what they're doing now. Like, I'm seeing like more men comment on the gossip blogs more than I'm seeing more girls do that. And not only that, not gonna lie, that they're really chatty. Like, a lot of them are way more vain than me. And
Do you think guys don't talk or something?
but I just think it's the way that they do it. It's just so catty, like always up in a lady's business.
What
like,
way?
Can I
so-
disagree with you quickly?
Yeah.
What way? Because I'm confused. It's like you just said guys that talk in the like. What's wrong
Not
with
like
that?
there's nothing wrong with guys obviously sharing their opinion, but it's like guys who always want to be involved in drama all the time. Like every single time something's trendy, they want to be involved so much. Like that's not really something that we see
true.
men do a lot. So now that they're doing it, it's just sassy. Like
I think what's opened up the door for that as well is definitely TikTok, because TikTok welcomes anyone and everyone.
Yeah.
You get what I mean? I think the whole sassiness of it all, I'm gonna agree with you. It's literally when they partake in the drama. You can't get onto someone or call someone sassy because they're commenting. Like, come on, that's actually pathetic.
Yeah.
But I think it's definitely the source of like men getting involved in like girls' drama, going on, doing your dramatics on TikTok and stuff like that. Like when I see guys do like their little like maintenance vlogs on TikTok, I'm like, oh my god, that's so cute. I don't see that as sassy. I just see that as a man looking after himself.
Yeah, but I've seen that sort of video where guys doing skincare.
But that's not
and
sassy.
That's not sassy.
and
I
it's
just
like
think that's a man
like
looking
sassy
after
men.
himself.
Like,
No,
it's like, bro, what do we have to do?
I sadly feel like what it boils down to is how everyone perceives like men and how you've been taught to kind of like analyze men. I feel like for me, for example, I bang on about it all the time. Like I genuinely believe like I'm a traditional babe, like as in the man is the provider, the man is the man's a
So would you
breadwinner.
say you're submissive then?
100%. Like I'm submissive when I need to be. However, just
is-
because of how I am,
Yeah.
I've got that bit of spice.
You've
However,
got a big
like
personality.
I play my position very
Yeah.
well. Like, do you get it? So I feel like with that in mind, a man shouldn't really be on the blog pages talking and that. Like you should really be outside
Getting money.
making money,
Fairs.
drinking.
Yeah.
You know?
I hear it. I
Like,
hear it still.
why is my man on the blog pages talking that he actually cares about what's going on?
Okay, cool. So,
Like, what is that? Go and get your money up about your caring about. Of course, I'm looking you sassy. Like, that's fair. Like,
don't damn you.
I'm gonna have to disagree with you a little bit, but I think it all depends on the topic of what
no,
it is.
a man shouldn't talk.
No, I feel like if there's a man,
Nah, that one there is a wild statement.
No, a man shouldn't talk.
A man shouldn't talk. What are we meant to do? Just
Don't talk with your boys.
So you,
Don't
want
talk
us,
your
so
line.
you want us to just jug and drop the peas? That's
Like,
it.
like a man shouldn't talk.
Hey, yo, man, them it's a cold
sorry.
world, you know. Look, just look after yourselves, bro. Trust me.
No, and you guys are laughing. Like, I'm being so serious. Like, a man shouldn't talk unless it's to me
so
or to
okay,
his
what is
friends.
this about like controversial issues and stuff like
Why
that?
are you? You've got other
No,
things
but
to
why don't you want a man that's like up to date with the world?
No, he
There's
can be, but
yeah,
why
so
do you-
that's like controversial issues. So then your point, like you're kind of going against your own point.
Okay, cool. You can talk about controversial issues with me. You can talk about it with your mum.
You don't want to see it on the internet.
Why on earth? Why on earth would I want to see my man in the comments?
Alright, cool. I think where the whole sassy thing started from was, I'm not gonna mention names, but yeah, I know people who beefed online basically.
Yes.
And I feel like this is where it started from, because it started with a certain person going on live and calling out someone else for something. And this was going on for weeks and weeks and weeks and weeks, to the point where this person even called me out because apparently I wasn't supporting them and just calling me names and stuff like that. And I went on live and said, look, I'm not beefing this person. I'm just here to clear my name. You lot don't involve me in all of this. I tried to squash the beef behind closed doors. Shadeborough posted everything and it was just like, this is crazy. Then I said, you know what? I'm removing myself from this. And it still went on for weeks. That's when people started saying that guys are doing what girls do with the whole exposing thing. And it's true. Guys don't do that. Guys beef and it will never get to the net. But now on the internet, I'm seeing bare guys calling out, oh, my man owes me $5.
That's butters.
That
I'm
guy
so
took
sorry.
this.
That's not cute.
It's,
at
I'll
all.
be so honest, I agree with you. If you're doing all of the whole internet beef, live beef, It's just dead.
Yeah,
like,
that's pathetic as a man.
No,
leave
but-
that to the girls,
no,
bro.
no, wait,
No, it
wait.
is-
Let's
it's
be for
poor.
real. Wait, hold on. Let's be for real, because before TikTok and whatever, yeah, like when guys used to at each other, like they would do it through like Snap and that.
But guys never at each
we
other.
never know what
I-
GMs and that.
I
You know,
don't-
like gang
Yeah,
members
but,
or whatever.
but
when
that's
they're-
like, it's like, oh, yo,
yeah, but
D2 Trappy is on site or something
exactly.
like that.
Okay, cool. So that's my point.
Yeah.
We never found that sassy. Do you get it?
Mm-hmm.
I
Yeah,
feel
because
like
they're gang members. We ain't seen
no,
no sassy.
I don't
We ain't
know, but
seen no man-
no, but my point is, yeah, my point is, if we're gonna use like the phrase social media,
Yeah.
it's either we're using the phrase social media or TikTok.
Yeah.
Like,
That's true.
do you get
Yeah.
it? Because
Fair.
Snapchat, when
That
they're
is
doing it on
true.
Snap, it's not like they're sassy, whatever. When they bring it to TikTok, it's like, oh my
Very
god,
good
I need to
point.
hide.
Yeah, that's
Not
what
my
I
boyfriend.
think.
I feel like
Do you know what I
TikTok
mean?
is where they actually become attention seekers.
That's
Yeah.
a very
Yeah.
good
On
point.
Snap, it's like you just want to get your message across. You want them to know what's happening.
Like serious.
Yeah,
like,
but then
a
I start
serious
seeing
guy
certain
can-
guys, like,
you know?
after that certain person went on live, I swear down, the amount of guys I saw that started bringing their beef to the net.
Yeah, no, I
it
saw
was
a
alarming.
lot.
It was actually alarming. Guys were bringing up beef from 2 years ago. I didn't really want to do this, but yeah, social media, let me just tell you what this brother did to me. It's just like, it's not, like, man, them, I beg you, please, because I don't like seeing the sassy thing. Please, just stop. let's just stop all of that. Recently, another thing I want to talk about. Have you lot been seeing like the gym harassment videos that have been going
Oh
around?
my
yeah.
god, I flipping hate them.
Hate who?
Ha-
What people do you hate? The people that, it's cool, bro, don't worry. The people that make the videos, or the people that are being added in the videos.
right.
Because I mean, a lot of girls, a lot of women, and guys, don't get me wrong, there is a lot of gym harassment that does go on. But I feel like recently, a lot of people are just doing this for clout. And they're trying to actually bring down innocent guys and make them look like perverts. And that's just not what it is. Like, you're not that special. I'm sorry to break it to you, but you're just not. What do you want to say?
It's the truth. Like, I don't know why you think you're going to the gym to work out and a man is solely staring at you. I'm not being funny, darling, but who do you think you are? Because
No,
I
it's
go
true,
gym,
though.
I'm not looking at man. And what I don't like, they're filming these videos without permission.
Exactly.
You don't know what the actual intention is. So now you've just got this innocent person that's probably minding their business,
Mm-hmm.
don't know how to control their eyes. However, they're now being scrutinized for being a pervert for what? Minding
It's
their
crazy
business. in the
because
gym. I don't like that.
I go gym like nearly every day of the week. And it's like, when you're at the gym, you learn from different people. You might be doing arms one day, you see someone that's doing back or someone that's squatting, and it's just like, oh, I didn't know about that exercise. And you're watching, and most of the people I learn from are guys. I even go up to guys, I'm like, yo, bro, you're doing your thing. Last month you were like this, you look bigger, all of this, all of that. Then people just take that out of context and just make it seem like something that it's not. And it's like, you actually did that for content.
No, but I can't lie though. Like, even though I do agree with what you're saying to an extent, I don't think it's right to like just say like you shouldn't be like recording this innocent guy, whatever. Like, you don't know who is actually moving mad and who's not. Do you get it?
True.
So I feel like it's very soft to kind of, it's
Yeah,
more.
But that's what I'm saying.
Exactly,
Like,
but
I
you
know
never
that.
know
Yeah,
who's
like
actually-
you don't
But
know
then
that
how
until
would you
someone
make that
actually.
establishment then?
Okay, let me give you an example. Yeah, you go to a gym. Girls don't move to guys. Guys move to girls. 90% of the times. If you know that you go to a gym and there's a guy that you think he's cute, for example, and you want him to talk to you, would you expect him to come to you at the gym or maybe come up to you, try and help you or
Why are
something?
you talking to me in the gym?
Okay, cool. Why are you talking to me in the gym? That's one question. But if you liked him and you wanted him to talk to you,
No.
or
Why are you talking to
whether
me?
he you didn't even like him. If a guy wants to move to you, why is that seen as harassment? Do you get where I'm trying to come
That's
from?
my point though.
you know what it
Because
is?
a lot of videos have been going viral, and these women are saying that, oh, the guy looking at them, maybe it's just a quick glance, or maybe he's come to help her with the weights, and it's like, is chivalry dead or something? Like, you have a problem with someone trying to help you with the weights. All you need to do is tell him once, oh, I'm okay, I don't need
Innit?
help.
Like-
If he keeps coming back and bothering you, that's when it becomes harassment. But if he does it just once the first time, whether he likes you or not, or whether he's just trying to help you, I don't see how that's a big issue,
Oh, so-
especially if he's not touching you.
That's true.
Do you get what I'm saying? So it's just a bit
100%.
ridiculous to me when women try and label, not even just women, because it's not all women, it's just a certain demographic of people that even certain guys do it on TikTok as well. They try and make it look like women are looking at them like, bro, no one cares, bro. There's a million guys at the gym. It's really not that deep.
I agree.
Yeah, man.
I think in the gym, everybody's just face in front.
Yeah, everyone's focused. Everyone's focused on what they're doing. Which leads me to Andrew Tate.
Oh my god.
I don't know what he said.
What do you mean you don't know what he
don't
said?
know about
You don't know Andrew
Andrew Tate?
Tate?
I know about him, but what did he say? Did he say something?
He said a lot. I want to know
He
what you
says a
think
lot.
though, China. Because I feel like,
About me?
yeah, I feel like the sort of person you are, you're quite confident online. I've seen your lives. Your lives they go off a lot. And you're always setting it on the man them. Like, you get onto them. You're not scared to say what's on your mind.
Yeah.
What do you think about Andrew Tate? And do you want to talk a bit more about your lives?
About like my personal life and
Yeah.
stuff. Well, I feel like guys who are not secure in their masculinity, like guys who do not know how to be alpha, you know, maybe so guys react to rejection differently as well. So when guys go through rejection, a lot of the times maybe they feel like, you know, they're not a man anymore. They don't know how to be a man. So they will go online and watch these like alpha male podcasts to try and get tips and advice. I do feel like men are quite impressionable, especially from a young age. So if you do look at his audience, they're mostly young boys.
Yeah.
And I just generally feel like he doesn't care about them. He's profiting off of you. Like, I don't know if this is true, but I had one girl saying to me that one of the guys that she's talking to was paying about, what, 30, 50 pounds a month to learn how to be an alpha male. Like, anybody who actually wanted to see you become a better man, why would they be charged? That's like me paying £20 a month to learn how to be a bad bitch. Like, it's just weird.
No, but if you can profit off it, then why not?
But I just feel like, but he's not doing that though. Like he's trying to enforce like toxic masculinity. Like,
Do you think he's doing that though?
No, he's
Do you
not.
know
And
what
he
it is?
doesn't-
I'll be honest, yeah. Andrew Tate says a lot of mad stuff.
So
Let's
he'll
be
say
honest.
stuff like, "Oh, if you feel like dying, if you're depressed, just go to the gym, like, or just get a six pack." Like, he'll just say some dumb stuff like that.
That's what.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I
And it's
mean.
dumb.
That's what I mean. Let's be real. He says a lot of wild stuff and a lot of mad stuff.
And it'd be like, "As a man, why are you eating sushi?" Like, he'll just say the most random
but I
thing.
get him there
yeah, but
sometimes.
that's what I was gonna say. But at the same time, he speaks a lot of facts.
Yeah.
Okay, like what? Like
I
what?
think the thing is, yeah, women just don't like his delivery, and that's what it is. The thing I've realized about women of this generation, you lot say you want manly men, but I don't think you
can I just
actually
stop
want
you
that.
there, though?
Nah, you
'Cause he'll
can't.
say, "Can I just
wait,
like-
wait, wait,
Oh,
wait,
jokes?
wait,
No,
wait,
this is your silly
Hold
wallet.
on. Do you get what I'm saying? Women say they want manly men, but I don't think you do.
think that's manly?
Nah, just hold on. It's not about you think that's manly. Women, I be seeing stuff like, we want the men that used to go to war. Do you know what those men that used to go to war are like? Do you know what they used to do to their wives? They, through the trauma of war, they come back and they start abusing their wives, doing crazy things. The world isn't like that anymore. Even the war happening in Ukraine is very different to the sort of war that used to happen before. It's more like economical. Let's cut like their budgets, their money, where everything is coming from. It's not like all shooting and everything. Obviously, some of that is happening, but it's like, I don't think women actually want those sort of men. You lot say you want more emotional men. If a guy's crying, it's going on Shadeborough, they say, oh, get him out or something, or we don't like these kind of men. It's just like, what do you guys actually want? Do you want an emotional guy? Do you want a guy that's manly? Because there's benefits and there's pros and there's cons with each sort of man. Do
I
you get
know what kind of
saying?
guy. Like, I think I'm very different to society. Like, I feel like there's actually a group of people,
Yeah.
and I am to the side. Like, I know what kind of guy I like and I want, you know. And I feel like that is, like I said before, the traditional breadwinner, like the traditional man. Do you know what I mean? I'm not too sure if that comes with emotion,
Yeah.
but I don't really focus on that too tough. I would encourage a guy to be a little bit emotional, not too much though, a little bit emotional, but like, I don't know, like, I'm kind of interested
I
in
think
that.
when it
what were
comes
you
to
gonna
the
say?
emotion side, yeah. Hold on, sorry, China.
It's cool.
I totally apologize.
No, it's fine.
I think what it is to do with like the emotion and like alpha male side, I want you to be an alpha male and I want you to be emotional, but don't sit in front of me and cry. I want you to show me that you love me. I want you to be able to express your feelings to me because that is the most important thing. It's not just all about my feelings. That's what I want you to be emotional. If we have an argument and you sit there crying, really?
Okay, look, that one there is like, boy, you just need to go.
Really?
Like,
I
why you
don't want that
cry?
emotional. I'm gonna be sitting there looking at you laughing. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
Why are you crying?
What were you gonna say, Chan?
I think that, you know, he's just going to end up hurting young men in the long run because he's feeding into the patriarchy, and that is a social system that places men above women. So these men will go on the internet like, oh, how comes us men, our mental health isn't taken seriously? That's because of the patriarchy and the person that you put on such a pedestal. Like, look at the things that they're talking about. This is why men's mental health is not taken seriously. Guys can't come forward with, you know, sexual assault and stuff like that because they just feel like, you know, men are more stronger and powerful than women.
So can I ask you a question? So with what you're saying, I'm assuming that you would like an emotional man, right?
Well, like somebody who can express themselves whenever they feel sad
But
and stuff.
before, earlier, you said that those kind of guys are sassy, so...
No, I basically said whenever there's on social media and guys are obviously in the comments and they're always trying to feed into the drama, stuff like that, I don't like. Guys who talk too much, like guys who just gossip, I don't like that. If you're upset or there's generally something wrong, you can speak to me. But if you're just going to gossip about other people, stuff like that, I don't like that kind of thing. So maybe I didn't make that clear in the beginning, but that's what I meant.
I thought you'd be hot and cold.
No, Sarah, that's what I meant in the beginning. I don't know if you heard me correctly, but that's what I meant in the beginning.
I want to ask you a question, Ceechyna. Yeah, do you think the dating standards are quite just messed up? Because women, let's be honest, a guy your age, he would pretty much be making the same amount of money you're making. If he's working a 9 to 5, if he's in uni and stuff like that, you lot would pretty much be making exactly the same amount of money. You'd probably be making more. Do you get what I'm trying to say? I want to paint you guys a picture because I feel like girls don't understand the world that we're in now. Everything is based on how it used to be then. You want a guy to pay, would you go 50-50?
Can I?
Yes.
100%.
Wait, hold on. You would go 50-50?
100%.
And that's 50-50 in everything.
Everything.
Okay, cool.
No.
A lot of girls will
If
go
it's the man I want to be with, I'm sorry.
50-50.
If you're the man I'm trying to finish life with, babe, let's go.
And do you know what? I respect that because I feel like a lot of women cap. They say, oh, blah, 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 I'm this bad bitch, I would never go 50. Darling, you paid for your own food when you went on that last date. Like, it's not that deep. You lot are literally on student finance, you're earning the same amount of money. Like, how do you expect my man to pay 80% and you're paying 20 and you have the same income? He's spending for your life, his life, and he's meant to do
Can I touch on that?
over 30% more.
This is really something that I wanted to bring to my TikTok. I'm so happy you touched on it because
Go on.
I feel like it was going to get a negative view. I honestly don't like the strain that is placed on men in relationships in this generation. Hear me out.
100.
I don't think that... Okay, I understand everyone's got their love languages, right? Everyone's got different love languages. I feel like everyone idolizes celebrity relationships and always expect a man to give you designer. You don't know a man's pockets. You get with a man, okay, you like them. However, it's not always about their pocket.
Yeah.
And that's one thing I don't like.
But why is that something you're not analysing before you get with the man?
No, but this is the thing though. If you do analyse it, good for you. But if you don't, if you actually walk into something and actually like someone, you like them, you're not going to be worried about their money. But if you walk into it worried about their money, your expectations are literally...
But that's the thing though. I wouldn't say that's you walking into it knowing about their money or whatever. I'd say that's you walking into it having standards. Like,
no, I'm not saying not to have standards. Have your standards, but you need to be understandable and you cannot always expect to 100%. Be the first person to give. Like, I'm sorry, I go on social media and I understand that we all live in this era. Designer's the era. You want to have designer. You want it. You want your partner to spoil you. Have that spoiling. I don't know. I'm a little bit different, and earlier when you said like you're in you're to the side, I really think I'm to the side, especially when it comes to relationships. I'm not expecting my partner to go out and splurge on me. I'm not. You have life. You need to fund your own life.
In this economy.
You need to fund your own life.
So then, Jada, you would agree with me and say that you're not like a traditional kind of... You haven't got that mindset of the traditional kind of...
I don't.
Man.
I will go out with my boyfriend and we're paying 50-50. He might not want to, but I will.
But does that make you feel more like... Does that make you feel like he's more of the dominant one?
I'm very submissive to my partner.
But so
me paying 50-50 does not mean that he's less of a man.
Okay, so
that
how
just
does
means
he...
I don't want my man to spend all the... When we go out, I don't need to lift a penny. So me going 50-50 with you here or there is not a problem.
Why? Okay, yeah, no, here and there is fine. But I'm saying that in general all the time, like...
It's not going to be an all the time thing. Sometimes we might go out, I'll pay, you might pay. Let's go 50-50. Why not? You can't always expect, and I hate that idea that a man has to do everything. Okay, you want a man that's a breadwinner. That's fine. We all do. But at the same time, why not help?
But
Why
no,
not
you don't.
contribute
Because
then?
if a guy makes more
Why
money than
no?
you,
I don't
But how do you
but-
know he makes more money than
that's
you?
the thing.
That's the exact
No,
thing. You
but
don't
that is
know-
the thing,
'cause
though.
As a guy, you
She's
don't...
gonna ensure it.
Like,
Exactly,
nah,
like-
but you can't do that. Do you know? Let me tell you straight right now. If you think you know what your man is earning, you do not know.
No.
You will never ever
No, but
know.
then I'm not being
Like-
funny. I'm not being funny. I'm so sorry, but I'm not being funny. At the end of the day, I'm not in anyone's head. I'm not in anyone's bank account. What you put out there and what you choose to show
Exactly.
is how I'm going to perceive you.
That's what I'm saying. That's
Therefore-
where the guys then go wrong. Because
Exactly.
guys set a certain standard. You got the maddest strip on.
And then you get a
You're in a
girl.
bust down whip, bro.
And
You're-
when I'm with
we're-
a guy like that, hello, I need to be in Selfridges. babe.
Exactly,
I-
There we
you
go.
expect
Yeah.
those sort of things.
Sorry.
That's where the guys go wrong, and guys start to get onto girls and say that, oh,
We're gold
why do you
diggers.
only want to go for rich guys? If I'm being honest, if I were a girl, why wouldn't you want a rich man?
Yeah, that's
Let's actually be honest, man. Then, if you're gonna be doing life with someone, you want someone that can take care of you in any situation, especially financially. Because let's be real, money runs the world. My issue with that is when people are stating their preferences, they try to bring down the other end of the spectrum. So if you like rich men, why are you using that to tarnish the men that aren't rich? Because let's be real, everybody's not going to be rich. But girls will get flown out, they get flew out, they get taken to Selfridges, and they'll be like, oh, if he's not doing this for you, he's not a real man. Come
That doesn't
on.
make you a
You know
real
those
man,
rich
though.
guys here? You're one of like 20.
I'm sorry.
Let
That
me
doesn't
let me
make you a
tell
real
you.
man.
Let me look. Yeah, man. Them. I'm snitching, man. Them. You're one. Yes, you're one of 20. You think he's got
But
peas.
he's a lot.
You think he's got peas, and you're the only one.
No, I'm not
don't
going to be naive.
silly.
No, no one should be naive. That's true, but like...
There's a lot of
No
babes
way.
on this roster.
No, let me just shout out that shit because... Shout
There's a
out.
lot of girls on this roster. Trust me.
Nah, listen.
Trust me.
I just feel like, listen, seeing this life here,
Yeah,
everyone just...
do you know what? I'm sorry. I totally get where you're coming from. As a man, like, as you said, you like the patriarchal idea. A man is supposed to be the breadwinner. And in that case, you think of the idea of the Marxist, a warm bar family. That's you. You like that. You stay at home with the kids.
I
You
stay at home with
cook,
kids. I
you
cook, I clean.
He
There we
comes
go.
home. He gets in a bath, whatever. You like that idea. However, in this generation, I feel like don't have an expectation because as quick as a man has it, he will lose it.
Yeah.
Do you understand? So I get like you obviously wanting a guy to do all of it. We'll all love that. But I'm telling you, I've been there. I've wanted the nigga to get me everything. But I'm telling you, darling, that's not the nigga that's doing it all for you. He's doing it for someone else.
Trust.
I'm telling you that for a fact. I've learned to love out of money and I've learned to love out of expectation. If I love you, I love you. If that means we're going 50-50, we're going 50-50. If that means we go on a date once every month, we go on a date once every month. Just saying before you guys start thinking that's my life, that's not my life, because you don't know my business because I don't put it out there. Anyways, but I'm just talking like...
Yeah, no, I respect
when
it,
you
though.
start to actually love someone, like when you really are into someone, Rihanna, like I understand,
It's
I
past
wanted that,
all
but
of that.
you're
Yeah.
gonna get
It's
past it.
past all
I
of that.
totally hear you, but you will get past it. It sounds so hard to believe because I'm telling you, me, I was the girl, hello, free fuckers rape, and I'm not laying down with no man that ain't spending their money on me because you're raping me. Sorry, I used to be that girl, but you grow out of it. Keep your beliefs, because that might mean if you don't keep your beliefs, you're dropping your standards. But just have a mindset that, listen, okay, I have my life, you have yours.
All right, pause. I can ask a question then.
Feel free.
Would you chat to a guy that ain't got money? I'm
What
just
do you
asking.
mean he doesn't have money?
Okay.
It's crickets.
No, like, okay, cool.
No, I don't understand the question. Like,
Okay, would you
Less
you-
than 1.5k a month. Clear his rent, and he's got like 4 bills
Yes,
left.
I would. You've taken care of your responsibilities. Why not? What do you want me to say? I can't show you
Guys
for
just
that.
clapping because like
Let me. I feel like
No,
this
you don't.
this topic we could go on for days
No,
and
we
days
can.
and
But
days.
what you can't do, you can't shun a man, especially when they're trying. You don't know their circumstances.
don't.
get on to the next topic.
No,
My hand's getting tight and I'm getting stressed out.
It's true.
No.
I want to ask you, lot, would you lot classify yourselves as religious? I want to hear from both of you first. Would you say you're religious?
I'm still working on my relationship with God.
I didn't ask you if you're working on your relationship with God. What religion do you follow?
Christianity.
So you're Christian, yeah? Is it all right for me to say that? Cool. So would you say that you're a religious Christian?
No. Well, like, would I say that like I practice like everything?
Do you practice your religion?
No.
Okay, what about yourself?
I wouldn't say I'm religious, but I'll definitely say that I'm building a relationship with God because I know I need to.
Yeah.
Does that make sense?
100%.
So in the private place, actually having a relationship with God is important to me, but I would not say that I'm religious.
Yeah. So obviously, I want to speak a bit more on like sickle cell, because obviously this is something that's a part of your everyday life. How do you deal with it? Because some of your videos, when I see them, like I look at you and I think, damn, like you are so strong. That can't be something that's easy to go through. You're in hospital a lot of the times throughout the year. You're not able to do everything that people can do, but your hair, you look great, by the way, and you're pushing. Do you get what I'm trying to say? How do you deal with that, and how does your religion tie into that? Do you pray when you're in pain, or is it just too agonizing for you in general?
I would say like 2 years ago, maybe like 3, I was so mad at God, right? I was just like, God, I've been following you for years. Like I changed my life for you and you haven't like taken away my sickle cell. And I realized that's not how things are. Like now, I realize that more than ever. It was kind of like, God, if I'm following you, then you got to get rid of my sickle cell.
Yeah.
But that's not going to happen. Like God has blessed me in so many areas of my life and I see that more than ever. And I don't let it get me down. But with having sickle cell, it is depressing. Like that's just the realness of it. It's depressing.
imagine.
Your life is unpredictable. I could wake up tomorrow and be in hospital, then the day after be fine. Like I'm literally up and down, up and down, up and down. It's a lot to keep up with, but I just get on with it because it's never gonna leave me.
Yeah.
You get what I'm trying to say? I just get on with
100%.
my day and keep it moving.
Fair enough, to be honest. Like you can't really knock that, like you said. You just have to keep it moving. And a lot of times, I'm a Christian as well. I'm not gonna come here and say that I'm the holiest or I don't sin, because I feel like we sin pretty much near enough every day. You just have to keep trying to like improve on the sort of person you are and keep speaking to God, keep praying. And I don't really believe in this whole I'm a Christian but I don't go to church. It's like saying you study a course but you don't go to your lectures. It doesn't make sense. How are you praying? What are you referencing? Whatever religion it is that that you follow, whether you're Muslim or you're Christian or whatever it is.
Why can't you say you study a course and you don't go to lectures?
How can you study a course that you don't go to the lectures?
There's Google, there's other ways to research.
There's
Google Scholar.
Who do you know has studied a course and has gotten a high
No, but
grade?
my point in saying that though, is to kind of like, I disagree with that statement. Like, you can't be a Christian, and obviously, I know you said
you
your
can
opinion.
be a Christian, but I don't think you can be a devoted Christian, or you can.
You don't.
I don't think you can back yourself as much as you think you can when you actually come against other religious people that are trying to invalidate certain things you're saying. Because a lot of reference you have to make back to the religious book that you follow, if you get what I'm trying to say. And on TikTok, I see a lot of people that are like public speakers. They're outside, they're talking about the religion, and people come at them, ask them questions. This was said in the Bible, this was said. It's contradicting itself. And I'm thinking to myself, if they asked me that, I would have absolutely no idea what to say, because I don't read the Bible like that. So it would nearly make your religion seem like it's not even serious. But then when I hear the religious guy speak, it's like, damn, you actually got to read the Bible. You got to read your religious book, whatever it is you follow.
But with that being said, I don't necessarily think you need to go to church.
Yeah.
Not need to go to church, but when I say study, you have to study your religion.
No, but I also feel like the reason why I'm rebutting you so much is because yesterday actually I watched, and if you follow me on Instagram, you would have seen that I reposted a video on my story, and it was kind of about faith. Do you get it? And I feel like when it comes to religion, like not everything needs an answer. So you saying like there'll be public speakers and they would have people who come and ask them questions, and you would think like, what would I say to that? Like, you don't have to have an answer to those people. Do you get it? Like faith starts in the video. It said, faith starts where your knowledge stops. Do you get it?
Preaching.
Can I get an amen for that? Faith starts where your knowledge stops.
No,
so I don't feel like it should make you feel like, oh, like I need to go to church to, have answers for these people who got no faith. That's
Yeah.
none of your business.
Quick
That's true,
question.
that's true.
Do you feel like people pick and choose when to like use the Bible to like condemn other people? Because I feel like I get that a lot. Well,
100%.
even though I'm not really in adult entertainment anymore, but because the kind of music I make would promote that kind of thing, I get condemned about that like a lot. People bring up the Bible. I see them do it with the LGBT community as well, but these people don't practice themselves what is in the Bible. So I did want to ask you guys, it doesn't even have to be from a religious perspective, like what is your opinion on the adult entertainment industry? Or if I could go first really quickly. I wanted to say, like, when obviously I go viral and people looking at my music and stuff, me personally, I don't understand it because I feel like I've seen a lot of people, you know, contribute to the adult entertainment industry quite a lot. But then when I make music like that, suddenly it's a problem. And especially the men as well. I don't get it.
100.
Like the whole adult entertainment industry is based off of male weakness. If a lot of these guys knew how to control their lust, stuff like this just simply wouldn't be happening. Because
That's facts, though.
women are not the ones that are paying for these things. And
guys
even
are
if
the
they
biggest.
are, it's very small in comparison to the hundreds of millions of men who are pumping in literal billions into the industry as a collective every single year. And most of the guys who will talk about, oh, you girls do OnlyFans, but you watch porn. And if I'm to be honest, I don't know a single person that is talking shit about, oh, you do OnlyFans and they don't watch porn, because you watch porn and that's actually way more damaging than OnlyFans.
They just
So
don't want to pay for OnlyFans, I'll be real.
that's what but the thing is, they would say that. But the thing is, they would say that, but behind closed doors, they're doing it. Like the amount of rappers would be like, "Oh my god, this is outrageous." Or even this, not to be rude or anything, but there would be some girls like, "Oh my god, this is outrageous." But it's like, but half of you girls will open your nyash at 13.
Do you know what
and
it
then
is? I'm happy I stopped you right there.
yeah.
I'm so happy I stopped you right there.
Because there's so many other things I wanted to say as well, because it's just these guys, they contradict themselves all the time. Even these rappers would be like, oh, this is outrageous, but you talk to young things, like you literally contribute to it. Like
that one's a heavy one.
and I
But you
literally I obviously now doing music and stuff, I bite my tongue, so you won't actually see me respond to these hate comments. Every now and then I'll try to be funny, but I try not to pay attention to it. But it's just fucking stupid. If you watch porn, don't think you could talk about women in the adult entertainment industry. It's fucking hypocritical.
I want to go on to something else which obviously relates to that, and this is kind of for you and everyone else. So in terms of what you do or what you've done in the past, how do you think that affects your chances when you're dating, and how that comes across to men that obviously you want them to obviously like you? And in terms of marriage, is marriage even a goal for women anymore? Because I don't know if you lot follow someone called Oloni. She's quite big
I
on
love
Twitter.
her.
Of course you love her.
I love her.
She posts quite a lot of stuff, like controversial things, like women confessing that they're cheating on their husbands, that marriage. She got engaged. She got engaged, but she's been leading girls to not get married and to not whatever it is.
No, I don't
just
think that's
get
the
it.
message behind it. Like, I feel like it's coming. I feel like when it comes to men, when you say about do I care about like obviously like being picked and stuff, a lot of men are drug dealers. They're going to OT and they're shoving packs in their ass. We don't say anything about that, and they're still settling down in relationships. So if I'm on camera and I'm in a bikini and I'm looking pretty and I'm making my money that way, you cannot judge me. You cannot talk shit. And with Oloni, I don't think she encourages young women to not get married. I think she just tries to prove that getting married is not the end goal. Because a lot of guys will say stuff like, oh, you know, good luck when you're 30 with like no kids and no husband. Like they'll say that to basically insert fear into women so that they can lower their standards. So she's just telling them, like, listen, there's more to life than just wanting to get married. I don't think she's like trying to convince people don't get married.
I don't know though,
babe.
no, do you know what it is though? Like,
Traditional babe.
No. It's not even that. Like, I totally get what you're saying. Like, especially because you come from the kind of like, you know, that stance. But my thing is, like, I feel like as hard as you like feel like, you know, no one can judge me. Like, no one should judge me. No one should have the right to judge me.
No, people
whatever.
are going to have their opinion. Is what it is.
I just feel like you also need to acknowledge that, like, fair enough. Like, I don't get why. Like, I kind of feel like, why aren't you guys coming on the stance like, no, I hear what you're saying, that like, fair enough, but this is me. Instead of like, I don't feel like no one's gonna know.
Because that's what I don't
what
get.
did I say?
Like,
No,
because they
you
make it
said-
seem like being single and being whatever it is something to take pride in. Which no one is saying. Hold on, no one's saying that's wrong. But guys don't move like that. Guys don't act like they don't need girls. Like, as a guy, I'm pretty sure you go to every guy, you ask them, do you want to get married or do you want someone that you want to settle down with eventually? They will tell you yes.
100%.
And I feel like that's something normal, but women or some women always try and pass across this image that they don't need men, and I don't
Because
really
you
understand
don't
that.
though. Realistically,
What do you
no,
mean?
look, if you can settle down.
But if you're Christian,
The thing
for
is, like,
example,
okay, when I say you don't need a man now, as in, I think she made like, you don't need a man to be successful, you don't need a man to be happy. Eventually, some women would love to get married and have kids, but it's not the end goal, and that's not what every woman wants. Like, some women generally don't want to get married.
Do you know what?
They honestly don't want kids.
I don't want to get married, like, in general. Like, that's always been my thing. I've always said, no, marriage isn't my thing. Like, why do I need to sign a piece of paper to show that I love you? However, when you meet the right person you want to commit with, it's a lot bigger than, oh yeah, I just want to be happy, or I just want to have your last name. Like, I've never really wanted to, like, do the whole marriage thing until I got with my partner. Cool, whatever. We act like we don't need men. But I don't know. This is me. I like having a man in my life because it gives me discipline. I feel like when my partner speaks to me about certain things, I hear it. Whilst if my friends do, what?
What did you say?
I can't hear you.
I get what you're trying to say though. Like, for some women, you know, the end goal is to like settle down and get married. But I just don't think that's the standard for every woman. But I feel like it's forced onto like nearly every woman. So that's why they're passing that
I
message.
don't think marriage is forced onto
I
every
feel like
not.
it is though, because
It's
if you
not,
look at the
though.
comments, like when women, you know, say their standards, or when women are doing certain things that these guys don't like, they'll be like, "Oh, good luck when you're 30, you have no wife, husband, and kids."
'Cause
Like,
do you
and
know
they'll
what,
try and
yeah?
they'll put pressure onto
It might
women.
seem like they're trying to put pressure on you, but I feel like it's the way you take it, because it's true. Good luck when you are 30. If
No,
you're
but they're not doing that in a nice
but if you're
way. Look
doing
at how
certain-
they talk about
No,
women
it's how
in
you're
their
reading it,
Yeah,
though.
it's
Women
how you
in
read
their
it, 'cause
30s.
certain
You
guys-
wanna take it.
Because
It's
as a
actually
guy,
how you
yeah,
take
trust
it.
me, guys,
Nah.
one thing, yeah, women don't like the male species a lot in terms of things that we agree with. But one thing I can say about guys, well, my group of friends and the group of people I know, is that we keep it 100 with each other. If you're moving bummy, or if you're doing something that just doesn't make sense, we will let you know. Like, my boys have said to certain other of my guys, like, bro, you need to pattern up. You need to get a job. You're not doing this. You're barely doing anything for yourself. Or why do you never go to your lectures? Like, pattern up. If you keep doing this, you're only going to end up here. And that's not them trying to instill fear in them. It's just telling them the reality, bro. If you
I
keep going down
disagree.
this road,
But why do you
that's where you're
disagree
going
with
to
that?
go.
Because I feel like
saying.
for some guys,
No,
it's
hold on,
they're
hold
doing
on.
they're
Before
doing
you
it
get onto
to.
your point, you disagree because you have a lot of fake friends.
It has nothing to do with that. I'm not talking about my friends. I'm talking about people in general online who will actually try and make women feel like, oh, the end goal, we need to get married, we need to have kids. Because there's some guys that'll be honest and they'll be like, listen, like, if you keep on behaving like this, you know, there's a chance. But it's like, nobody's perfect. Like, you can't be coming from a position where you're doing mad things yourself and then be telling somebody, oh, okay, well, good luck when you're 30. Like, it's not a compliment. They do this to make women, especially women above like 30, they do it to make them feel bad. Like,
So
I
do
see
you
a woman.
feel bad for what you do?
What, for being in the adult entertainment industry?
Yeah.
No, because
But then
nobody's
that's
forcing
how-
these
no,
guys.
Yeah, but then I kind of feel like that's how you're like putting it across. Like,
Well, that's a complete different
I feel like
context
you're
because
kind of
adult
flipping your
entertainment.
insecurity into like.
But what is my
you're blaming
insecurity?
it on men. Like,
but what's my
it
insecurity?
might stem from the fact that you don't like that people are saying to you like, oh,
No, people say it to every woman, and it happens. It doesn't really happen to me necessarily, but I do see it with a lot of the people that I know that are above 30. They'll try and tell them like, oh, good luck settling down when you're of that age, or who's going to want you like that. Just to try and, this is a tactic that men use to insert fear into women so they can lower their standards and become more accessible to low value men.
I don't really see
Yeah,
Like,
don't think it's
I
a
see,
tactic
well,
with
I'm just
men.
speaking from my own personal experience. I see a lot of guys say these things
But I
online,
think that's
and I just
because
think
of
it's just
how
weird.
you come across on social
No, I
media.
see it with loads of other women as well, and it's the same thing Aloni
I've
talks
seen
about.
women do it to me. I've never seen a man come to me and say, "Wait until."
I was just
Well, I think
gonna
that'll
say
be
that
your
women,
personal
women do that
experience.
whole,
no, I
they
get
do
what
that whole
I
bringing
do.
down thing.
I have experienced what she's talking about, like
But
personally.
I think men are gonna have that view on her because she's in the sexual industry.
But then even
Hold on,
before
hold
that,
on.
they would say the same thing. If I go outside and I wear something like this, oh, what man want to settle down with a girl who's dressing like that? You think is acceptable dress like that?
But
Okay, good luck
then
finding
my
it.
point is true. Why do you feel like that's a man trying to install fear into you? Like,
That might
Because
just be
it's
his
like,
preference.
but I'm
Yeah.
saying, I'm speaking in general, and I did mention women above 30 as well. It tends to happen women who are a lot more older, women who are confident, women who are boss chicks, women who are doing things on their own, women who have standards. They will try and insert fear into them. Oh, good luck when you're 30, sitting down with kids. These things happen all the time. If it wasn't happening, these women wouldn't be speaking up against it online.
I hear you, to be honest. I feel like this is just one of them things where you have to agree to disagree.
yeah,
Everyone's
because I'm
got
not gonna lie,
different.
like, I get
Everyone
the
has
man
different.
Yeah, everyone's got different opinions on things like this. But yeah, I feel like that's been a proper interesting conversation. I feel like we could have gone on for longer. That felt like 30 minutes, but apparently we've been filming for much longer than that. So yeah, guys, thank you guys for watching. I really appreciate it, guys. I want you to obviously just hear from my guest again.
JadaPinkett, and guys, please go follow my hairdresser Shavar Kelly Hair on Instagram. Thank you very much. Period.
What about you?
RiannaLegend on Insta, Snapchat, and One Riri Legend on TikTok.
AngolanCvndy.
Ceechyna on everything. Keep on streaming legal, baby, and don't listen to what these wallets have to say.
All right, cool, man. That's what it is, guys. It's your boy J Squared. This is my new podcast, Social Media is Not Real Life. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe. And yeah, man, it's a wrap.